2020 has been quite a ride. The coronavirus, also known as COVID-19, has taken the world and flipped it on its head. Most of the world is suffering from the consequences of this virus, and most of us are stuck at home. Well, in order to understand how we can get through this virus together, we must know exactly what it is we are facing.
Viruses are tiny organisms which are incapable of reproducing on their own. The only way they can procreate is by forcing another organism, a host, to execute its genetic code. Those instructions tell the host to create new viruses and kill itself. This is how viruses spread.
Coronaviruses are a category of viruses. You may have even contracted one in the past. The coronaviruses include the viruses that cause the common cold, the flu, and even the SARS virus. Coronaviruses are very common. What differentiates a coronavirus from a regular virus is two things. One is its corona, or crown, which are these little razors that they have all over their surface, which allows them to stick to surfaces and attack host cells. Coronaviruses are also different from regular viruses because they are RNA viruses.
RNA viruses, as opposed to their counterpart DNA viruses, mutate very often. This is because of something that happens during the process of replication. During replication, DNA viruses use an enzyme called DNA polymerase, which both replicates and edits the DNA. Meanwhile, RNA viruses use an enzyme called RNA polymerase, which only replicates the RNA. This means that RNA viruses are much more likely to make mistakes during replication than DNA viruses.
Often these mutations can be extremely harmful to the viruses, but in an environment where trillions of these organisms are rapidly reproducing, the chance of at least one of these mutations making the virus more virulent and making it deadlier to the host is very high. As of today, COVID-19 has over 9 million confirmed cases worldwide. So how exactly did we get to this point? COVID-19 is a zoonotic virus, a virus that mutates to affect new species. Very often coronaviruses, because of their ability to mutate so quickly and so easily, evolve to be able to cross species. COVID-19 isn't the first of these zoonotic viruses. In fact, many of the most dangerous viruses in human history were zoonotic. For example, the Spanish flu of 1918, the bubonic plague, and the Ebola outbreak of 2014, as well as many others. In today's age, where animals are so compacted in factory environments, which intend to speed up their growth to be raised for food, it's no shock that these CAFOs, or concentrated animal feeding operations, are the perfect breeding grounds for viruses, especially fast-mutating coronaviruses. That's why zoonotic viruses seemingly appear and start spreading out of nowhere, just like COVID-19 did. This virus has already done a lot of damage, which we cannot undo, but we can do two things: slow down its spread right now and learn from this virus to prevent future outbreaks. But in the meantime, we have to wear masks, wash our hands often, and avoid large crowds.